let's get rocking on this. We'll do a Q&A as always at the end, and I'm going to give everyone a huge warning at the beginning of this to keep in mind moving forward. Today, we're talking about how to creatively collaborate to grow your network and scale your company. I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me, even though I've said it like 5 times already today. It's just really got me going. We're going to start out with some housekeeping. The Mastermind with Mike Callahan, that's going to be up for 7 more days. Make sure you watch it in the next 7 days. And if you're wanting to upgrade so you can get to that, you can still upgrade to the platinum level and watch that as well. The lineup of Mastermind guest people is going to be as follows. Bear next. He's going to be talking about how to maximize the use of a CRM. After that, it's going to be Tom Reber. This is probably one of the ones. I mean, he's a good friend of mine, and I'm so excited to have him on. But his will be basically, the no bullshit sales machine. After that, we're going to be making plans with the industry-specific accountant. So, I mean, accounting's super important, and it's something that everyone needs to be staying up on and looking for these key holes in the bucket that are kind of going on in companies. Next week's training is how to eliminate excuses within your company, starting with you. This is a huge one because I see a lot of people making excuses in their company when really a lot of the problems are stemming from the person making the excuses. This group is incredible about taking accountability. That's why I like this one. It's so good to anything that pushes accountability anymore. Drive that through your company. Training will go in depth on how to create a culture of accountability, which is huge in a company. You're going to continue to hear me talk about how things are trickling down from leadership because that's just how it works. Things get modeled and mimicked from leaders as the company grows. But now this isn't even a part of this. This is just a warning and something that this has happened to me this week. And I want to, as you guys are growing your companies, I had a very good friend of mine tell me that as you grow and you become more and more successful, you need to continuously be thinking of an area over here that not many of us, we get all excited because revenues are up, profits are up, or we're pissed off with the problems, but we don't think about over here. And when I talk about over here, I'm talking about the liabilities you incur from just having employees, the HR things that can happen, not having a strong handbook, not being prepared for what could come up in your company. And I've had issues before that those issues several years ago made me get prepared, made me have a lawyer, made me make sure I had a 130-page handbook that was looked over with documentation and a process of how you onboard, what you do to make sure our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. And I had another situation just this week. I had a person come into our company as a total predator. And within 4 days, he is turning into wanting to take complete advantage of the company and wants to sue the company. His only mission was to get involved in the company with looking for a way to take money from the company. And know that there are people like this out there. And it doesn't matter how hard you try to interview. This is the thing that happens. This is what happened to my team. And I want to just tell you so you know, as you get people, maybe you're not involved in the hiring process anymore. I wasn't involved in this. I had my feelings, but I let them go with it. The best people that you'll want to hire are going to be those salespeople that you're really jazzed about because they're going to help you grow your company. Know that a salesperson can be a moral salesperson, always looking out for the good, or they could be an immoral salesperson. And a salesperson's good at selling whatever they have. So whether they're good or bad, they're going to sell that. And this is something you have to pay attention to because this was a bad one and he sold that and everybody was super excited. And we're going to see where it's going to go. It's going to be a roller coaster. But this is where you really need to pay attention to HR if you haven't already. If your company's growing fast, you really need to have a handbook. You really need to have a lawyer look over it. You need to take serious account of when you write people up and document stuff. As you grow your company, something's eventually going to happen. And this is like, this little piece is big enough that like we could end there and that's a big enough nugget that if you aren't doing it yet, this is very, very important. I can't stress enough because company owners get taken down by people who are just out to try to go against them. And they think they have a lot of money because they run a business and then they ruin it for all the employees because they don't care. Watch this, be very adamant about HR issues, learn about HR and try to implement as much stuff in your company as you can to protect you and all the people you care about that work with you. Now, on to the actual topic. So we moved into our shop in 2019 and from this time, we had a lot of unused space when we originally moved in. We had this whole showroom that we just could not figure out what to do with. As a person owning square footage in commercial real estate, you need to be able to utilize that stuff and make money, utilize it somehow. Our initial option was to collaborate with other companies, allow them to use our showroom to display their stuff. We had a shirt company. I think there was a soap company, different companies that made different little things in town. So then we could collaborate together. We could get traction from their followers. They could get traction from the people coming to see us, and together we win. And that's going to be a lot about what this topic is all the different ideas. And the more ideas you can come up with where you can collaborate, where you can pour into others, and therefore pours into you, that's a win. But so if you could share a space, if you've got unused space, if you could share it with another contractor that you can collaborate with, maybe like down here, once I get an office, maybe the irrigation guy that I sub to, maybe he needs an office to work out of, and maybe I have more space, and maybe the collaboration with him, maybe it helps me financially because of a lease or whatever the case is, and he can help pay, but it also helps me because he's got people that he can't service that I can help. And since we're helping each other, that's going to continue to pour good into both of us, because now we've got people that speak highly of each other and they know they've got a respectable, good person to refer work to. Next is social media giveaways. This requires no collaboration, but you can incorporate it. So we do giveaway gift cards to our favorite restaurants. We do gift card giveaways all the time. And what happens is, and this, we're going to hit on this again later in this, but when you collaborate with someone and you do a giveaway, you're driving traffic. If you're doing any kind of giveaway on Facebook, you're driving traffic. More eyes are going to see it. There's a giveaway going on. People are going to start sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing this topic. And then on top of that, now you've got a restaurant that you're supporting. They are getting a closer bond with your company to help support you more. And then they go out and share it even more. So the collaboration, without even thinking about it, it just spools up so fast when you do this right. When you really focus on giving to others in your community, when you're not just giving to a big chain or something, when you're giving to somebody that cares, it's going to push your name as well. So we give away gift cards to local favorite businesses, and we get a ton of traction every time we do it. Another huge collaboration thing that has been extremely successful for us has been sponsoring events. So getting our logo and some kind of charity event. This has been massive. Like, this is all collaboration. This is like relational marketing, kind of like what we're talking about in the Platinum Mastermind. That's why it's so awesome, because the connection you're creating there, you get your name on the table at a charity event. You're putting money towards a charity you care about. So you're doing good, and you're getting your name out in front of people that see that you care. You donate to silent auctions. This is always such an easy thing. I have people call me all the time. I had a friend call me yesterday about sponsoring something, putting up a $250, $300, $150 fall cleanup or whatever gift card for them to raffle off. You're a part of these things. You're a part of these events. Find these events and ask how you can get involved. You know, the contribution can be super small. It can be bigger. Usually you can get involved with not a whole lot of money and still get your name everywhere. And then it's a win, because now you're involved with the event. You're not just getting your name out in front of people. You're making a connection with all the people that run that event to grow your network. And this is how you continue to scale through collaboration. Next, get involved in local awards. This is a really, really cool one. We have something in Springfield called Local First. Once it was created, we started being a part of this, and we would sponsor just the award. And now you're sponsoring an event that's really just trying to help everybody that's just like you, and getting your name in front of more people that know everybody in town. Like, business owners are who you want to know to help push your name forward, because they see all these people all the time that are qualified for your services. Next is have a referral list. This is huge. Have a referral list of all the people. Like, if you're not going to just sub it out, if you've got like a tree guy, or I've got an irrigation guy, or I've got all these people, the snow guy, where I pass these people to help my clients. You build this list and you put this in emails. You email this out to your clients, and that's how you build value with your clients, by recommending a friend's business, that your client could use, or someone that you got a relationship with that your client could use. It's a very valuable thing, because, and it's everywhere. It's horrible down here, but you just hear time after time how hard it is to deal with a contractor. And I know that's the same everywhere. So when we can use that and we can bring value to our clients even without using our service and still pouring back into others, here is some reputable people that will answer the phone. They'll take care of you and do a quality job. Now, more people are winning and you're bringing value to your clients while helping someone push someone up. It's all about pushing other people up. Next, create content together. So if you have other people in town and you want to connect with business owners because they're the people you want to connect with because they understand you the most and they can help push your business really, really well. Create content with them. Get on a Zoom meeting, record something, do something like we're doing and interview them, and then share the heck out of that. Share it on your Facebook. They can share it on their Facebook. It could be a simple interview about that person's business, you trying to learn more and then sharing that with your network, and then they share that with their network, and you've just created more content. And content is king. You can just pile on video content, and you should just go in and say up front, it's like, hey, we're not going to edit this. We're just going to do this raw. We're going to start here. We're just going to cut the ends and we're going to let this roll. And you can go, and there's no editing required to do something like this. So content between business owners where they can share that is awesome. That's something we've done a lot of.